Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Sweden. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we are kind of in a situation where we're just kind of stuck in, Newcastle. Can we actually, like, retreat out of here? Because we might have just abandoned England a second time. I mean, a lot of these are actually my own troops, so I really don't want them just to die. So all of these men, at least. Well, how long will you last? You last less than a day. Okay, well, let's last stand. See if we can at least try to hold out for at least like a day. Or at least until they stop trying to attack us. For that, I'm actually going to go down to like speed 2. Because I don't want to miss the hour. Western Africa, low supplies. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I still don't really care about that too much. I'm guessing the French Republic's no longer capitulated. No, they're not. Which actually really, really sucks for us. Because capitulating Canada is no longer going to be enough. It looks like we are actually going to we are actually going to kick them out, the Germans out of that province, so that's good at least. So just Germany, please stop trying to shoot me for one moment so I can try to leave the province. Maybe, please. Okay, we're at 32%. Just stop shooting me, for the love of God. I don't think they're ever going to stop. I don't think it's ever... Let's go back up to speed 3 for a moment. How long does last stand last for? It's gonna last for another 4 days. Oh, you're gone. Okay. How many enemy ships are in these regions? A decent amount. And a decent amount. We do have supplies up here. Well, we basically, I have no choice but to try to abandon here. As sad as that is. So goodbye, France. Oh no, they're gonna try to kill me here. Which is extremely rude of them to try to do. What can I do? Is there anything I can get the more manpower? I can. Can I get it from the Ukrainians as well? Yes, excellent. Do we have enough guns to start making more infantry? The answer is no. We need 61,000 more rifles to reinforce all these troops, which is, you know, pretty bad. The Canadian situation looks like it's going A-okay. How about you march your way up north? I don't know where the rest of the infantry are. They're slowly trying to make their way across. What's the button here? It's B. So try to advance just a little bit closer, a little bit sooner. What do you guys need to do? You know, just make the fallback line here. 1 division there. Delete this plan. And then you two redeploy all the way to this front. Thank you very much. Canadians really aren't doing too much here. How are these battles at least looking for us? Coastal Greenland still is going fantastic. Newcastle, they are slightly losing more, but not that many more. And soon, hopefully, we will actually kick the Germans out of this province. Or just slowly happening. 3XL divisions. Thank you very much, Britain, for that. You know, these guys are actually pretty, they're pretty strong. So let us put you with, let's put them with the Coastal Defense Army for now. We have 15 divisions here. I thought we used to, I think we sent like a full 24 stack. Which is kind of really sad. But if we can capitulate Canada, we can at least get Reykjavik. Which to me seems pretty alright. I didn't want to send 3 divisions. One of you guys go to Regina. Is that not faster? I guess not. Okay. We'll let the AI do what it wants to do. I'm sure the AI might have a slightly better idea of what makes actual sense. So you actually deploy up here, please. Like, strategically, though. Thank you. We're still missing anti-tank, a bunch of tanks. We can at least make light tanks. Not that many, to be fair, but we can make them. Yeah, let's try to shrink this front line a little bit. We're going to eventually defeat these troops in Copenhagen. Our troops are slowly starting to abandon the province. Why would you retreat this way? Retreat over here. This isn't even a province you can enter. I don't know how this even makes any sense. Like, there's no port in this province, so I don't... Can you even land there? Does it work that way? Please go to there. Go to this province. Delete this plan. I'm going to keep telling the game, hey, send the troops to that base. You know, once they actually retreat. All of you, go here. Which army are you? You're this guy. How is the fallback line in the northern parts of... There we go. Just go there for now. Does my navy still have a plan? Okay, they're going to scalp a flow. So you all just arrived there. We are going to lose more divisions. There's nothing we can actually do to stop that, unfortunately. So yeah, you should lose soon enough. I'm hoping we didn't take too many casualties in that battle. It looks pretty bad. Yeah, our organization, our strength is getting absolutely just destroyed here. And there's nothing I can really do. I might just lose all these Ukrainian troops. We're basically no gain. Canada, how close are you to capitulating? You are 29%. We might actually have to rely on the Cairo Pact to actually defeat the French Republic, which is disappointing. What about you? I don't think you're getting involved whatsoever, are you? No. We do have troops of the Union of Britain down here, but that's not going to do too much. Don't have this plan. That plan makes no sense. Okay, just keep on marching forward. Keep on marching forward. You march there. You know, you go to Saskatoon. You go to Regina. Take over those two cities. And then after that, you go to Calgary. And then you go to Edmonton. And that should hopefully work out slightly okay. We're not really pushing through this tank division, at least not right now. So you just hold back. That is an island, so we don't actually have to worry about that too much. And I think that the Canadians have actually just abandoned Greenland. That is entirely within the realm of possibility. Okay, so we did defeat them. How many men were killed in that battle? Not the one in Manitoba. We did lose more, but it was 67,000 to 62,000. That's so many deceased men for really no reason. Northern England lost 40,000. Was not a great time. We'll probably win, you know, a lot easier trying to defend against the guys trying to cross the coast. So you go here because you're part of this army. So just march in that direction. You know, you assist in this attack. Just help him out. Are you fighting a cavalry unit? You are. You know what? Just hang out. Don't do anything for right now. We'll get your organization back soon. Sure. You know what? I'll take whatever you want to give me. Okay, so we got Saskatoon, which is again getting them down to still 29%. So apparently Saskatoon. Oh no, that's Saskatoon. Okay. We're going to take Regina in a second. I really wish these guys would walk a little bit faster. How long till you actually get to Vancouver at this rate? You're going to be there in a month. So we have about a month until the Canadians capitulate, which again is a major naval power. The French right now have about 70 ships. Are they giving military access to? Yeah, they're giving military access to all of their, the Germans and all them. Which does suck. Okay, we just killed another, thankfully, another like 6,000 Germans. Scaland. I'm just really disappointed that we managed to lose the Union of Britain a second time. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really be that surprised by it, but it is still a disappointment. Please strategically redeploy. Fine, no, whatever. Okay, so we researched this, so we can get an extra building slot, weapon and equipment speed, and infantry equipment, soft attack, breakthrough, and hard attack. I mean, that all sounds extremely good. So I'll definitely take that. You know, don't even have the attack plans going right now. I'm sure it should be fine. How many troops did we get? We lost one more division, it looks like, in the sail over. Which honestly isn't that bad, all things considered. Like, we were expecting, I was expecting at least significantly more than just like a handful of men dying. Are you all? Yeah, you're the French troops, which I'm pretty sure we still have like a ton of manpower for. Yeah, we still have a decent amount. Who's going to be uncapitulated by this? Once we defeat the Canadians. Iceland, and that's basically it. Iceland and half of England. Which really isn't saying too much, all things considered. Okay, that is Edmonton. That is Calgary. And I guess after that, you go to Port George. Over the Rockies, of course. I'm pretty sure the Rockies are actually probably one of the reasons why it's going to be so slow. Probably like just marching a straight path down. Okay, you all keep going over there. You're clearly not going to win in that battle, so just hold off for now. You know, if you're not going to strategically redeploy, just take over this province, please. Just make the borders look a little bit prettier. Excellent. We're still having troubles in Iceland. But again, as soon as Canada capitulates, we'll actually have supplies for all those troops. So we can at least secure the island, I'm pretty sure, without too much hassle. Again, let me just look at these, a bunch of enemy ships. These areas are still, like, relatively, easy for us to take over. The question is, how many German troops are going to be in the Union of Britain now? Until, like, the end of time? Like, 1 million? Yeah, you're not going to do anything. Netherlands is just kind of out of the war entirely. Is anybody else, like, just neutral? No, we are basically at war with the entirety of Europe. Which does suck, I will admit. It's not a great time for us. Like, Serbia, I'm guessing Bulgaria isn't going to do anything whatsoever. I mean, they do have still doing some focus trees, but they could theoretically join the faction, but does that help anybody out at all? No, because they're just going to get attacked from all sides immediately, day one. Which is going to be a bad time for them. Yes, I want my troops to retreat, please. King Edward has fled Canada. I think that's actually the event which will actually dismantle the Entente. Yes, there's no longer the Entente faction. That's actually one of the things we did want, because in just a moment, I don't know when it's actually going to happen. Peace conference of taken effects. Peace deal between a bunch of territories have just happened. So we can see at least who are we not at war with anymore. Hawaii joined the Reichspakt. So we are no longer at war with the East Indies or the West Indies. We're no longer at war with India. We're no longer at war with Australia, which is only 3 countries. Because we're still at war with all these people down here. I think it depends on like who's occupied territory. And who are you still at war with? You're just at war with Canada and the French Republic, which is actually really good for us, because there's I think a bunch of Entente allies that were probably defending the French down here that no longer are actually going to support them. Again, you're only over those 2, right? Norway, Sardinia, and Muscat. But those guys will capitulate at midnight tonight, because they no longer are being protected by not being in a faction. So Canada should capitulate very, very soon. We're getting closer and closer and closer to our end goal. And there we go. Oslo. So we're going to pass a bunch of times, because of course we are. So Norway, you are going to be completely under my jurisdiction. No question about that. Egypt, Iceland, Princely Federation, Saudi Arabia. You can have Muscat. And then Italy, you can have Sardinia. And there we go. So we've at least gotten a handful of countries. I mean, it didn't actually take any of the territory because it's being occupied by the Italian Republic. But now at least all of Norway, we're not going to get events about it more or less being bombed. Apparently there's only 3 people defending this one province. That should be fine. You know what? That just means less casualties for us. Yeah, but they are still aboard the French Republic. So hopefully that can at least somewhat turn the tides. Because again, if the French Republic capitulates, then the rest of the Entente capitulates as well. Which is now France is our biggest target. I really wish that our allies were able to hold on to northern France with, you know, keeping them capitulated, but they were apparently not able to actually get that done. So do we still need to get them down to 5%? Because they're no longer in a faction. No, we don't need to get down to 5%. They should capitulate actually at midnight today. Which is fantastic. So we're still looking pretty okay. We're currently at war with 5 major countries, but they will soon stop existing. And there we go, the Commonwealth of Canada. We can just take all states. I can't take all states yet. Of course, I'm going to take all of it. I'm not going to let my allies have anything, because I did all the work. So, of course, it all belongs to me. And now, that means these guys have their supplies. And they can actually reinforce properly. You go take over the rest of Iceland here. Can I reinstate the Icelandic government? No, not yet. Okay. That's fine. It does mean that the southern part of the Union, Britain, is now not being occupied. Could we theoretically send soldiers down there fast enough to counteract the Germans? Answer, probably not. I really don't see a way we can really pull troops down south fast enough. No, I don't think there's any way. We're really just going to let the British take over the rest of the island, because we can't really do much other than that. Okay, so what can we do? Government in exile, let's ignore all that. Exiled forces, ignore all that. The annexation of Norway. We are going to completely occupy the Norwegians. So we're going to create a Scandinavian state. I'm not going to let the... Yeah, there's so many guys trying to push into me. It does mean that these guys basically aren't doing anything. I'm going to create a... Liberate a loyal Canada. I don't think they get the boats, right? No, they have aircraft, but they did just lose all of their ships, which does suck. It would have been really, really, really nice if we were able to keep the entirety of the Canadian Navy. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So... you guys, what is your plan now going to be? You guys hang out here, at least for right now. You guys are going to hang out in Halifax for now, because I'm sure there's probably not that many enemy ships here anymore. No, so we don't even need to avoid this route anymore. That's fine. There are still some ships down in the south, but that's because of Argentina. So who are we still at war with down here? Yeah, so it's mostly the Argentinian states and Mexico, and as well as, you know, all of Europe, and a handful of territories that were released because they were under the occupations of the Canadians. But I think with the capitulation of Canada, it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, run a thumbs up. If not, enjoy, you can always thumb down. Subscribe, and goodbye.